What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I'm here in East Los Angeles, or East Los, which is 97% Hispanic or Latino, larger than any census-designated place in the United States outside of Puerto Rico. I had to find out the story, the history, and the culture of East Los Angeles, so let's get into it. East Los Angeles not only has the largest Mexican population of any neighborhood in the country, it also has the largest Latino population of any community in the entire United States. It's also one of the oldest Latino majority communities in the United States, beginning around World War II, when Mexican veterans arrived after fighting for the U.S. military to work in the area's burgeoning aerospace industry. And they made East Los Angeles home, and the area's maintained this basic character for the last 80 years. East LA is the cradle for many Los Angeles icons, including Whittier Boulevard, the epicenter for cruising lowrider culture. Los Cinco Puntos, a monument honoring the Mexican-American veterans of World War II, the Korean War, and Vietnam. Even Choni's, the famous chili dog spot, which has been in the same location for the last 70 years. Landmarks like these embody the traditional cultural identity of East LA, and perhaps nowhere in Los Angeles is the word community more meaningful. Insulated but not isolated, East Los Angeles pride is really significant in this neighborhood and beyond. Yes, that's Los Lobos, who comes from East LA. But the original East Los Angeles is what we now call Lincoln Heights, which changed its name in 1917. This is a map of the original East Los Angeles. After Lincoln Heights changed its name, the communities of Belvedere Heights, Laguna, and Belvedere Gardens were given the moniker of East Los Angeles, even though it wasn't formally adopted until the 1930s, when local business leaders not only pushed for the name, but physically had a burial ceremony for all of the old signs. And that was the point that East LA, as we know it, really took off. And by the way, this is Whittier Boulevard in the 1930s. And East Los Angeles wasn't only home to Latinos at this point. In the first half of the 20th century, it also housed a community of Jewish people, Russians, and Japanese, all of whom have had a lasting impact on the community. But it really was the Latinos who helped fuel the prosperity and the culture of East Los Angeles. From the 1940s Zoot Suits to the 1960s Chicano movement, through the East LA walkouts in 1968 and the National Chicano Moratorium, East LA has always been the epicenter for the fight and the battle for Latino pride and rights in the United States. And the Latino Walk of Fame on Whittier Boulevard celebrates that. It honors leaders who have made a historical and social contribution to Los Angeles and the world with their own sun plaque. So why was East LA never formally made its own city, and why does it remain an unincorporated area to this day? East LA has pushed for cityhood at least 4 times since 1960, arguing that its current representation of only one supervisor represents other county residents and their local needs are unmet and unheard. And the city commission has voted against allowing East LA to incorporate as its own city as recently as 2021. But East LA continues to make its mark with superstars like Oscar de la Hoya, former Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa, and the mothers of East Los Angeles, who initially fought successfully against placing a prison in East LA, but have continued their fight for environmental justice for East Los Angeles and beyond. So East Los Angeles or East Los, one of the most important places in all of Los Angeles. All right, LA, it's been a minute.